Hello and welcome to the University of Cumbria video on verifying off-the-job hours records in APTEM for academics. This short video is aimed at academic staff with responsibility for approving off-the-job hour records within the APTEM system. It's not suitable for learners who use a different console. During the presentation I'm going to be covering the reasons for recording off-the-job hours, where to actually find those records within APTEM and how to check them, and how to approve the apprentice's records. The reason that recording off-the-job hours is important is that it's a mandatory ESFA contractual requirement that all apprentices complete a minimum of 20% of their work time, paid work time, involved in off-the-job learning. In some areas, such as nursing and paramedic, there will be significantly more than the minimum 20%, more like 40% in some of these programs, but it is essential that we complete a minimum of 20%, and APTEM is the system that we're using to record and monitor progress with this, and it is an auditable system that ESFA will approve of and accept. The second reason why it's important to record and document the off-the-job hours and verify them is that there's an expectation in our contract with ESFA that the number of hours required to complete the apprenticeship are set at the start of the programme and are recorded in the commitment statement. At the end of the programme, at the gateway point when they finish their learning, we're expected to report the number of hours actually completed and be able to support that figure with evidence. And APTEM is the system where we store the evidence of that, so it'll hold records of attendance and records of their off-the-job hours in the workplace that have been signed off by an academic member of staff. So when you first log into APTEM, it'll default to the users screen. It looks like this, and to find your learner you can search in a number of ways. So what I'm going to do here is just type the name of a learner in. I've got a test account with the name Peter, click on search, and it'll filter out all of the people with the name, and the one that I'm going to use is the Peter A. Moore Train test account here. This person's set up on paramedic science degree apprenticeship. There are two ways of accessing the learner plan. One is the slower way, is to click into the profile and then access it. So I'll just show you how to do that first. So this is what a typical apprentice profile looks like in there. And under the programme, so you can see we're on the paramedic programme, we've got this button here which you can click onto and it will open up the learning plan overview for that individual. A quicker way of doing it is directly from the users screen, and that is against the name. You can see we've actually got the word learner plan. There's a link through to the learning plan directly, and you can just click on that and it will open up the same link through to the individual's learner plan. And as we look down this, we can see the sort of status of this individual. So you can see that as they've got APEL for some of the modules already, they've got 34% of the programme completed and 43% of the apprenticeship standard. And you can see that where they've been already accepted, it's ticked off as completed down here as we scroll down. For January and February, you can see that we have monthly off-the-job hours sheets that have been where there's been evidence submitted, which means that this is ready to assess, and we can see the detail of that by clicking onto the arrow to expand the screen below. And you can see in this case we've got two timesheets, one of which has been accepted and one which is pending assessment. If we want to see what's been submitted in the timesheet, by just clicking on the link on the left, that will open up the document. It'll appear at the bottom left hand side of the screen. You can open that and you can examine the details of what they've submitted. So you can see here they've submitted work-based learning hours under the supervision of a paramedic and a number of hours with direct university tuition, where they've actually been involved in online lectures. And this sheet will add it up automatically, and it's saying that they should record 59 hours off-the-job learning. So if I tab back into APTEM, what I can do is decide to assess this by clicking on the assess link. We need to put some sort of comment in. If we decide that it's acceptable, we can click accept. If we're not happy with it, if we think that we need more information, you can click refer and that'll be referred back to the individual. You can see the results up there, but we're going to accept this one and we'll confirm it. You can see that it's now been assessed, and at the top we can just click complete assessment, and that will change the status of this monthly off the job hours to completed. So just quickly to run through that again for the second one. We've got a single piece of evidence here. Again, I can open that up and have a look at what the person submitted. Slightly different timesheet, it's formatted slightly differently, but you can see the total hours recorded are 66.5 hours. Again, I'm going to accept that as evidence. You can see here 66 hours 30, so on this line you can see the number of hours that they've claimed, 66.30. It matches up with what's on the sheet, so again I'm going to accept evidence. Click accept, confirm. And you can see that that's now changed to the evidence has been accepted, and I can complete the component. So now the monthly logs of off-the-job learning for both January and February have been completed. That concludes the presentation on where to find the data about the off-the-job learning hours. If you have any questions about this, please contact the Central Apprenticeship team at aptem@cumbria.ac.uk. Thank you very much.